So I have no idea why I didn't make this video sooner because I literally finished rewatching this season probably like a couple months ago. I want to talk about Total Drama All Stars and why I feel like this fucking season sucks. For this to be the last season with some of the OG cast and the new school kids, this season is fucking horrible. Like, I didn't watch Total Drama Island on TV. I think Total Drama Island came on TV like in 2007, right? Somewhere around that, right? But I love it. I got into Total Drama Island again because as a kid, I remember watching it. You feel me? But I didn't really remember it. Like, another show I really want to get into is 16 because, again, I remember watching 16, but I remember, like, little glimpses of it. But I got into Total Drama Island again because of my sister. My sister watched, Total Drama Island to All Stars before me. So by the time I was done with watching the show, we watched maybe All Stars together once, and we agreed the season was absolutely trash. Then I rewatched it twice, but I couldn't remember the first time I rewatched it. So at work, I just put the first episode on and just rewatched it. And man, I thought maybe years over time my thoughts would change, but no, this season absolutely sucks. Now, everybody's saying Total Drama Action is bad, and don't get me wrong, Total Drama Action definitely has its fucking faults because it's taken me a really long time to finish that season, but I can remember why I don't really like Total Drama Action or like that. And believe it or not, when I first got into the show, I thought Total Drama Action was the best season. For real. Like, I really thought it was the best season. But honestly, when it comes to Total Drama Island, the best two seasons of the show that I feel like can easily be tied is Total Drama World Tour and the very first season. Because those were absolutely good. But I really thought Total Drama Action was the best season when I first got into the show. But then I watched World Tour and I absolutely liked that. Even though World Tour definitely has its faults, and I'm not sure if I mentioned what they were in my video, so I'm going to have to listen to it. If not, I will come back on here and make a video on some of the things that I felt like they didn't have to do in Total Drama World Tour. But All Stars was a video I wanted to make. I don't know why I never made it, so I apologize for that. But, like I said, I'm going to start making more cartoon rants because I'm about to be done talking about Degrassi. As for right now, I don't really have any more topics to really talk about as much, so that's that. So, Total Drama World Tour. Total Drama All Stars, excuse me. Total Drama All Stars has to be one of the worst seasons I've ever seen for a cartoon. It's so fucking bad. I don't remember any of the new kids, from the new generation. I don't know any of their names in here. I can't remember any of their names. Other than Jo, is that her name? I think that's her name. Jo and the black dude, Lightning. Them the only ones I can remember. And Zoe and Mike, I think that's his name. The one who has the personality disorder. Them the only names I can really think of from the new characters because they were the only four who got anything. Even though Zoe was dumb as fuck, dumber than a box of fucking rocks, Mike was such a dumbass villain. None of the OG cast felt like their fucking selves. Gwen was whiny as fuck. Duncan, oh my god, poor Duncan. What they did to Duncan's character in Total Drama All Stars will forever piss me off and make me so fucking angry. Because I don't understand. It's like they took all of Duncan's character traits and made them the fucking opposite of his character. Number one, what always irritates the shit out of me when I watch All Stars is the dumbass relationship with Gwen and fucking Duncan. Like, I feel like if you were gonna make Gwen and Duncan a relationship, you should have did it in season 2 because that's when I realistically felt a vibe between them. But instead, you make them a couple in World Tour, then you put them in on my fucking screen on All Stars. They have little to no chemistry anymore. Their relationship feels so stupid and awkward. Duncan really got feelings for Courtney for real, even though he walked around trying to pretend like he ain't really fucking with her. He wasn't even really fucking with Gwen. They try to make it seem like that Gwen and Courtney were fucking friends, even though they weren't. And then they keep saying that Duncan and Courtney were broken up when Gwen and him kissed. But I'm pretty sure Duncan and Courtney were in a fucking relationship, so I don't know why they kept saying that. Like, the whole Duncan, Gwen, and Courtney thing really itches and rubs my fucking gears because it's just like, it's just so, like, head scramble. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck about the Gwen and Duncan and Courtney mumbo jumbo. I could have done it without that. And honestly, I'm not even gonna cap. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I feel like one of the main things that was fucking up Duncan's character a little bit was constantly putting him in and out of relationships with Courtney and Gwen. At this point, when him and Courtney broke up, wherever it was, it should have been done and did it. No more getting back together. Fuck all of that. Even though I feel like they're funny as fuck together, I just got tired of the whole breaking up, getting back together. At that point, like, what the fuck? Like, when I watched World Tour, right, and I don't even think I mentioned it in my video, but I was mad as fuck when Duncan got eliminated. Why? Because you eliminate him but keep Cody? I was mad as fuck. Even though that's not important, I'm still mad about that shit. Like, I will be forever mad. Like, I can't believe they eliminated my nigga Duncan. I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, I was mad as fuck because it's like, I felt like I feel like when he came back in World Tour, he made the episodes 100% more entertaining. But I know a lot of people don't really fuck with Duncan. They feel like he's an overrated character, that they feel like him constantly coming back ruin all the other characters' chances of winning. I fuck with Duncan. Duncan is my favorite character for Charlie Drama Island. I don't know, that's just, I fuck with him. I don't really have a lot of favorites. I fuck with Duncan. I fuck with Heather. I fuck with... I liked the Gwen at first, but I don't fuck with her no more. Like, I don't really have a lot of favorite characters. For real. Like, I don't fuck with Lizzie. I don't fuck with Owen. If you talk about overrated, Owen is definitely overrated. He came back for seasons 1 through 3 for what? Owen was never funny. He don't do no fucking challenges. All he do is make fat jokes and farts. Like, I don't get it. People talk about Duncan is overrated and he constantly hogged up screen time and opportunity. My only thing is on World Tour when Duncan got eliminated because he didn't want to sing. My thing is, why even let him leave if you were going to bring him back to begin with? He could have just stayed. If they could be in the rules for Cody in season 3, hell, they could do it for Duncan. The fuck? But, I'm getting off record. Back to All Stars. So, yeah. Like I said, yes, I feel like the OG cast were definitely double homicide, double murder. They literally derailed every OG character that was in All Stars, from Gwen to Courtney to Heather to Alejandro to Duncan to, you know, with Lindsay, I'm gonna say not as much. Lindsay was always stupid. She didn't have any sense of common sense. So in season 5, when you do a thing where it's like she didn't know how to push a cart, I'm not surprised because in season 2 she eliminated herself. So that's that. And yeah, I feel like, okay, here's the thing. With Lindsay, I get the whole underdog thing about her, but honestly, her character should have only been in seasons 1 and 2. Anything after that, why? Why was she even in season 3? Why was she in season 5 for All Stars? Why? I don't get it. Her character should have only been in seasons 1 and 2. Her character did not have to constantly come back for season 3 and then All Stars. Why? Somebody else could have took her spot. I'm not going to cap. And the only reason why they chose Lindsay, because, like I said, she obviously is a fan favorite. And like I said, she's an underdog. But honestly, They could have replaced her for Harold. I said what I said. Harold was easily the best underdog on Total Drama Island. And if we talk about someone who was a geek and an underdog and they should have won the prize, it should have been Harold. 100%. Cody, no, none of that shit. It should have been my nigga Harold. Lindsay, like I said, she was always dumb in a box of rocks. So her getting eliminated because she didn't know how to push the cart, not surprised. But as far as Courtney and Gwen and Duncan and all of them are concerned, Holly Angelo and Heather, yeah, they did them wrong as fuck. Holly Angelo to me definitely didn't feel like himself. Like, I don't know. I feel like same thing with Duncan. It's like they took everything about his character from season 3 and just made it the complete opposite. Like, he did. He just didn't feel like himself. I don't know. It's so hard because All Stars was really, really bad. Like, he just didn't feel like himself. Neither did Heather. And honestly, I really feel like Heather got back on track with her character in season 3. I was not mad when she won the money because she honestly should have won it in season 1. She was robbed from that. Only winning the award in season 1, obviously fan behavior. But if we be in 100, Heather should have won that shit. So in season 3, when she finally got her moment, I wasn't mad at it. But in All Stars is like, I feel like with Heather, I'm not gonna cap because I feel like now that I'm watching Total Drama Action, I think the writers and the creators of the show were definitely becoming relationship obsessed, like becoming obsessed with ships and who should be dating who's not dating. Because like I said, because of them being obsessed with who's dating who and who isn't, that's the reason why they did. That's the only reason why they put Duncan and Gwen in a relationship. If you ask me, that should have been not a relationship. But because the writers are becoming obsessed with ships and who's dating who, and let's create mess by seeing who's not dating who, that's why they put Duncan and Gwen together. And I feel like with Heather and Alejandro, I feel like it was the same thing. Like, oh, Heather hasn't had a relationship on the show yet. Let's put her with Alejandro, a male version of her. Then Alejandro and her, they together, and then, well, they together, but then they don't act like they together, so it's just so weird. But I do think her being in a relationship with Alejandro, or whatever the case may be, definitely might have fucked up her character a tad bit in All Stars, because, like I said, the writers becoming really relationship obsessed, because her and Alejandro did not feel like themselves. Duncan, I feel like I don't really have to say anything else. Duncan, they did him dirty as fuck. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I don't know why they did his character like that in All Stars. I don't know if it was some type of punishment or whatever it might be, but I feel like what they did to Duncan shall never be forgiven. Like, they did him dirty as fuck. Like, man, they did Duncan really dirty. Like I said, Gwen was just whiny as fuck. And then Courtney, I feel like with Courtney, they said they derailed her character in All Stars, but honestly, what was different about Courtney's character than how she was in seasons 1 through 3? How was it any different? Courtney never trusted nobody. She never was really trying to fuck with nobody for her to be friends. Of course, she wanted to build alliances so she could make it to the finals. So to me, when I watch All Stars and I see that she made a list, only thing is with me that was stupid was that Courtney would walk around with her revealing her plan in her back pocket. Now that didn't feel like Courtney. But her only like friending up to Gwen so Gwen could help her get to the finals, I'm not surprised because Gwen dumbass probably would do it. She 100% would have, because for some fucking reason she was so obsessed with Courtney forgiving her and them being friends again, even though they were never friends. So that's that. But yeah, All Stars was really really, really bad. Like, the last episode, let's talk about the last episode. The last episode is so dumb because it went to being a showdown between Zoe and Mike, but then then Chris told them they can compare teams and whoever they pick can help them with the prize money and they have to split it or whatnot. And then he made it into a free for all and said anybody that's on this island can compete for the cash. I was confused. I'm thinking like, hold on. Why is there people who were eliminated competing for the million prize? That didn't make any sense because when I watched World Tour, I know a lot of people was upset that the last challenge on the island wasn't all cast members free for all. But then you gotta think of it in this type of logic. They literally just did that in season 1. They literally did a free for all prize that Owen literally put up. He literally put up his prize money for a free for all for anybody else to get it. So what would be the point in doing this in season 3? To me, I'm really glad they didn't do that in season 3 because I felt like Heather really deserved it. And if somebody else would have won the money and she didn't, then once again they're fucking up. But I agree, the whole thing and All Stars, that shit was just confusing. If that was the case, if you're gonna bring back people who got eliminated to compete, then shit, he should have brought back the entire cast if that was the point, because that was just stupid. Like, the challenges were really dumb. And then, not only that, bro, can we talk about the dumbass hero versus villain fucking concept at All Stars? I don't know who the fuck thought of that, but that should have never been a thing. Because Duncan was Duncan on the good guys team? I don't know why Duncan was on the good guy team. He should have been on the bad team. Him and Courtney. Because Duncan really didn't fuck with nobody for real. He only really fucked with Courtney. So to put him on the good guy team because he's dating someone who's a good person, that didn't even make sense. I didn't like the whole good and bad. That shit was stupid. I'm sorry. That shit was really, really dumb. It will forever be dumb. I can't really think of too much of anything else, but like I said, Total Drama All Stars is fucking horrible. It's trash. This season is not good. Even though I do got some favorite episodes in this season, I just wasn't fucking with the new generation. The new generation was horrible. They weren't funny. They felt like props. Honestly, I would have been 100% okay if All Stars was a OG cast. And I understand people gonna say, oh, but you can't keep having the OGs coming back because they eventually can't be teenagers forever. Shit, you obviously could see that the other seasons for the Total Drama universe didn't work because people like the OG cast better. I'm just sorry. Like, Pataka Style Island and the Revenge of the Island, that shit is not good because no one has fucked with the new cast. They could have easily made that a OG cast. You feel me? That's what they should have done for All Stars. It should have never been nothing where you're mixing the old school with the new school. The new school generation kids on the fucking All Stars cast, I was not fucking with none of them. Sierra, why the fuck was Sierra? I didn't even mention her ass yet, but I'm going to. Why the fuck was Sierra at All Stars? Again, she hogging up a spot just like Lindsay, where someone else could be on here instead of them. Lindsay and Sierra really hogged up a spot. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? They should have not been at All Stars. Like I said, Harold should have been at All Stars. He could have easily took Lindsay's spot. And who the fuck would I have take Sierra's spot? like I said, I don't really have a lot of favorites. Honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. Who could take Sierra's spot? Justin. Justin would have been a great cast member for All Stars. He would have been a great cast member. I ain't gonna cap, because I don't really fuck with nobody else. But Lizzie, no. They could have easily got my nigga Harold and he could have been on All Stars. Because Lizzie and Sierra, they were hogging up spots. Why was Sierra on All Stars? She spent all season 3 harassing this nigga Cody and literally turned around and did the same shit with this nigga Cameron. We did not need to see this same recycled storyline from season 3 and All Stars. It was just really unneeded. But anyway, I'm done talking about this trash ass of a season. All Stars sucks, and it will forever suck. It's not good. And like I said, if I go back and see something different in the season, I will come on here and make another rant. As always, it is nice talking to y'all, and catch y'all later.